Hi, I'm Samantha, and today we are interviewing Brittany Furlan, who I think at this point can legitimately be called a Vine superstar, as she has just hit 5 million followers.
Oh, you're so nice.
Thank you so much for interviewing with us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So I watched a couple interviews you've already done, so I know that you basically got into Vine because you were bored, and you found out about it through other social media, started making videos because you were bored and it was fun.
Yeah.
But before that, I mean, you came to LA to act.
Yes.
So before Vine, how else were you being creative?
Well, I was doing improv comedy. I was auditioning a lot. I was doing acting, and I booked a couple shows. I was actually on a show with my friend Simone, who's also on Vine.
She's on videos.
So I've been friends with her for a really long time. We were on a show together on E in 2005, and I mean, like, I was just doing the regular hustle that everyone else does out here. You know, trying to make it work, and so always. And then I got bored. I was like, gosh, and I wasn't booking a lot. I wasn't getting a lot of auditions. And so I was like, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
It's a gift from heaven.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Along came Vine.
Hey, along came Vine, all right? It's like a new Woody Allen movie.
Yeah.
Along came Vine, right?
So has your creative process with Vine changed, like...
I love when people say that,
what it
my
was?
Creative process.
Well,
like I'm Andy Warhol. I'm like, let me tell you about my creative Vine process. My creative process is more like, like that's my creative process.
But it isn't. There's more thought that goes behind some of things, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, definitely. But I mean, it's mostly just me having fun for the most part. Yeah. I mean, now, like, I hit 5 million followers, and like I was telling you guys, I just posted a Vine this morning, which is more just it was for my humor. Like, I thought it was really funny, and it did horribly on Vine. Like, it did really horribly. And when I say horribly, for someone with 5 million, it was like
100,000 likes.
It was that would actually be good. For basically, if it doesn't get like 10,000 likes in an hour, then it's considered it didn't really do that great. With my amount of numbers.
I mean, you have stats.
Personal stats. Totally. So it didn't do as well. But I mean, like, I'm literally like, what is going to be next? Like 10 million followers. Like, I'm just like, at this point, I just want to have fun. I still want to do what I like. You know. I mean, I see comedy's gone like a certain way on Vine. It's become like really stereotypical and things like that. Not that I'm not contributing to that, because I kind of go with what's popular. I kind of like do my comedy around like what's popular, but I kind of want to do more of what I personally find is funny. Just like Twitter or Tumblr, it's not immediately clear that this can be something that's legitimately a business. Right. And so you have had brands approach you to make content for them. 100%. I think basically Vine has established itself like the new Instagram, Facebook type thing. It's like now one of those staple things, one of those staple apps that people go to. And so brands have obviously caught on, just like they did with Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. And so now basically a brand will come to me and say, hey, like, if I pay you some money, will you advertise our product, or will you just put our product in your Vine? You know, somewhat more blatant advertising than others. You know, sometimes I'll have a product in the back of my Vine, and it's just, you know, and that's whatever, and that's enough. But yeah, because people notice everything in Vine. They literally do. Like, I could have like my laundry in the background. They'd be like, "Damn, this girl needs to do a load. Like, shit's fucked up." Like, also, like, what's your dog doing in the background?
It loops. So you have the opportunity
people
to
stop and they examine everything.
Do you typically get to choose what the video is, or do they ever say, like, we kind of want you to do this?
It depends, like, how much money they're paying me. Like, if they are paying a lot of money, then I'm like, okay, what is your idea? If they really want to have more control. But for the most part, I mean, when I work with my agents, I try to tell them that I really only want to work with people that will let me have creative control, because it is, you know. Well, you've developed a brand at this point. I mean, like myself, and I want to stay true to that, you know, so. I mean, I feel like this is a really unique time in history where you're able to do what you're doing now, which is put out your own talent. Yeah, and self-made is like a really cool thing that, like, I think it's cool that people can, you can literally make your own career. I mean, look at an app. Like, I've never met the guys who created Vine. I haven't met them yet. I'm sure you will. I want to, because I want to thank them and like hug all of them, because I'm so appreciative of, you know, it's literally changed my life. Like, I mean, but
given, don't forget, like, they provided a platform and you knocked it out of the park.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love it.
Well, you did. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I definitely. I'm just so appreciative that it was creative because it just really was what I needed. I really needed a place that I was like, God, like I was like, I need a place to express my comedy. I need a place to do this, and it's like. You know, how many times do I have to wait, like, at an open mic, you know what I mean? Like, 45 minutes at an open mic for 4 minutes, you know what I mean? So it's like, I can make videos all day, and that's kind of, it's been awesome. It's very freeing.
It was a fun thing, and you were making videos, and now it's, like, paying your bills.
Yes.
So, in that, I mean, do you consider yourself an entrepreneur? And how can you...
I mean, I have to. I would say that I am, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I went from making, like... barely anything. Like I would be happy if I made like $2,000 in a month. Like, I mean that's like barely enough to live out of in LA. Off of in LA. I mean it really is. Like it's, and now it's like I'm so grateful. Like I'm not gonna say how much money I make, but I'm so grateful for that I'm not struggling because I was struggling, literally, girl. Like I was really like I couldn't go shopping. I couldn't go out to eat with friends. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do. It was really, really
I mean, plus you have mouths to feed at home.
My dogs.
Yes, you're sweet.
Which will always eat better than I do. I'm like, I would still be buying them, like, because they're so picky, they, like, won't eat dog food. I'm like, oh, you really want the rotisserie chicken? Okay, I'll eat the kibble. That's fine. No, that works. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Now that you have eyes and ears and you really have an audience, are there any issues that you consciously address? Because I know you follow the fun, but is there anything that you I mean...
No, I don't get political. I don't really. I mean, I've had people like contact me and be like, "Hey, we do this like charity and da da da." But there's so many charities. And there's so many things. It's like if I start doing one, then I got to do all of them. And I try to keep my Vine fun because I think that's where people go to laugh. And the most letters that I get from people are people being like, "I was so sad. I was having such a sad day, and then I watched your videos, and I just want to let you know it made me really happy and thank you." So I want to keep my channel happy and fun. I'm not gonna get on there ever and be like, "Oh guys, like I'm depressed, like da 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 da," like, you know. And that's just not my. That's just not me.
It's like there is a little bit of a commentary on some things, like asking out guys the way they ask out girls. I mean, there's something there. There's something feminist there. Without it being overtly.
I'm a little bit feminist. I guess I would say. People definitely would say that I'm a little bit feminist. But I'm not like I'm not overtly feminist. I mean, obviously, I'm kind of a tomboy too, so it's kind of funny when people are like, "You're feminist," but like not. I'm like a feminist who like, you know, still wears heels and like does her hair and makeup and stuff.
But you're also not afraid to do a video where you just woke up and you're singing to your dog.
I do most of my videos without my makeup on because I didn't want, and I actually did that on purpose. I do most of my videos and have done and still do most of my videos without makeup on and trying to look as shitty as possible because I don't want people to like me for my look. I would rather them like me for the comedy. Even if I'm in a bikini or something like that, I still don't do my hair and makeup to the nines because I'm like, I'd rather it still be about the comedy, you know? Like, if the bikini is part of the skit, okay, sorry I have to wear a bikini, but like, I'd rather just keep it, about the comedy always. Like, I don't ever want someone to go, "Oh, I'm only following her because she's hot," you know? That's the last thing I would want. I mean, there's girls on Vine who are like thousands times hotter than me, so I'm hoping that I think I've gotten where I am because of comedy, so.
That's legitimate.
Right. And these titties! Let's talk. I'm just kidding. I'm just
joking.
Show
them and we'll talk
Let's talk about these titties! No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was such a pleasure to meet you.